Welcome to the bold analysis, ladies and gentlemen. Winnie Odinga is back in the fold. And for the last 1 week, the name of Winnie Odinga has been trending for two reasons. Number one was that she was nominated to Ayana. That position, at one point, Ledama Olekina was demanding that ODM should reserve that position to Kanini Kega. Number two was an assertion that Winnie Odinga bungled Raila Odinga's campaigns. I want to address these two issues specifically and in a very objective manner, because I have seen her tweet. She's back on Twitter. She has done a tweet, the tweet that I want to read for you. Back on Twitter after some time, and my mentions are in shambles. I see you've been talking. Just been knowing there is a whole different system between an election campaign and an election day. If I was handling the latter, I would be tweeting from this, from the wedding venue. What Winnie Odinga is saying is very direct, that she was not in charge of the election day activities, but she was in charge, she had a role at the campaigns. And she's actually admitting that Raila Odinga's victory was actually snatched, or rather it was bungled on the election day. And again, this is not about the voter. This is about the votes that were casted. Kindly subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell, and like our video. 2 days to the end of our 50 shillings challenge for the purchase of the camera. Still reach out to us that at least we finish up. I think what's remaining, I think around 15,000 to reach the 80,000 target, and I'm still reaching out to you. The number is up there, 0710 62 78 89. I want to agree with Winnie and disagree with these Twitter bloggers that peddled this narrative that Winnie bungled Raila Odinga's campaigns. That's a big lie. At the campaign trail, I don't think it is Winnie who directed what Raila was going to say. And the reason why I'm disagreeing with that is this. Raila did not become president because of the campaign, because of mishaps at the campaign. The victory was bungled on the election day. I think I have interviewed in this channel people that worked at Azimio Tallying Center. I've also had the privilege of talking to people that were in the kitchen. The truth of the matter here is there was a problem on the voting day. That's where the problem lies. So anyone who was calling the name of Winnie Odinga, it could be maybe people using past experience, because she was close to the father, and so there are many people that were pushed to the periphery. But leveling those accusations against Winnie Odinga, in my understanding, it was uncalled for. The last person, and she's saying, may God vindicate me, the last person that would have bungled intentionally would be her. I don't think you can bungle the ambition of your father. No. Even if it is to become a proxy, I don't think that person would be Winnie. And so, in the light of these two issues that had been raised at the campaign trail, one is over the Ayana, and two is over bungling the campaigns. I want to speak a little bit about this Ayana. Kanini Kega sacrificed and went against the grain in the constituency. In his constituency, to campaign for Raila. And if there is a man that really campaigned for Raila, there were two people from Central that campaigned for Raila wholeheartedly. That was Kanini Kega and Sabina Chege. And indeed, there is nothing wrong if Kega is given that Ayala post. I really hope that someone will listen to this. It will serve a political purpose even in future for someone to take the risk. And it will cut the difference between Raila Odinga and the other side. So, to me, I don't think it's either here or there. It's not wrong to give Kanini Kega. So, when this issue of Ayala came up, Ledema mentioned it, but then later on it came out that again it's Winnie. But Winnie has, even though there is nothing wrong, Winnie getting that nomination. Kalonzo has been nominating the son for the last two terms. 2013, 2017, he nominated the son. And in ODM party, everyone has benefited except Raila himself. So if Winnie is to benefit, there's nothing wrong. But I want to confine myself to why the name of Winnie Odinga came and what exactly is playing out in the political arena. Blaming Winnie Odinga, because Winnie Odinga is Raila, is simply blaming Raila as a perpetrator of the laws. And they're justifying the fact that maybe, it's about the campaign trail. For me, I find it a bit misplaced and not from an informed position. Because the truth of the matter is that the Kenyan voter and Raila Odinga supporter voted. The issue was that the difference between the time of voting, counting all the way to the final tally. That's what is being contested. No one is contesting whether someone voted, not contesting about the messaging. Messaging was, so people who are saying, there's the biggest tool at the campaign trail was the messaging. The guys that are bashing Winnie would have told Raila what to say in the campaign. And I don't even think really Winnie was at the center of what Raila was going to say everywhere. So what I see here is, and I think it was wrong to drag it because it seems to say that Raila orchestrated his own loss. But the backroom lobby to Ayala is deep. And I've seen Winnie herself saying that some powerful person who has been nominated to a CS position is the person that brought in that narrative, that issue about Winnie, maybe to divert attention or something. But I understand that this narrative about Winnie going to Ayala could have been leveled at this critical time just to provoke the party to give a position. And they were so strategic, they used Winnie Odinga because they knew Winnie Odinga had, I think when Winnie just came back to the social media, the Twitter space, they knew she was back. And they knew when you touch on someone that is now with the name of Raila, it will provoke a reaction on the other end. And that's why they singled Winnie for that strategy so that the ODM party and the party portfolio would come out to speak about the issue about Ayala. Could be Winnie's name was floated somewhere. These things don't happen out of just from the smoke. Could be there are talks that she will be nominated. And of course, this was just created because there are many people that want these positions. It's not just only Kanini Kege, it's not only Winnie. There are many other names that are being floated. So someone decided to provoke by dragging Winnie's name into this so that the official position can be released. So I don't really think, but it also, when you say we did this, we did that, it dismisses Raila's allegation that election was rigged. Do your research. All those people that had been blaming Winnie have crossed over to Kenya Kwanza. Just do your research, go to Twitter, you will find out. Wale bloggers wote walikuwa na shout, oh, Winnie this, Winnie that, they have crossed over to Kenya Kwanza. There is nothing wrong with that. But then that's when you can make your own full judgment and see, okay, could be this was a strategy that was being laid from within just to show what this really is being about. Now, Winnie is the closest to Raila. Remember during the handshake arrangement, the handshake day, he was there. She was there. And I can tell you, she's just come back to Twitter because of Miguna. She's just come back to Twitter because of Miguna. Miguna is coming back and want to now start abusing and trashing people up and there. And what will actually happen is, you'll see Winnie responding more to Miguna when Miguna goes overboard, because Miguna will try to say everything and anything about Raila Odinga to get the attention of the country. I think he's been using the name of Raila just to get attention, to get media airtime here and there. Winnie is here to respond to Miguna, and before Miguna knows, he will be responding to Winnie and not even Raila. At one point, Miguna now wants to come back here and start explaining to us what happened on how he's swearing in and all that. All those stories now, we are coming back to be told those stories. Now, Winnie is here to also give us an account, and that's why I can tell you that expect a very big clash between Winnie and Miguna, and that's my bold, guys.